Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Champagne Football channel. The Juventus Football Club is once again making headlines for the wrong reasons. Italy's National Football Federation is punishing the Serie A giant, docking it 15 points, following an investigation into the club's transfer dealings. The penalty will all but certainly push Juventus out of European competition for next season. In a late-night statement on Friday, the court also imposed bans on 11 past and present Juventus directors from holding positions in Italian football. Former president Andrea Agnelli has been banned for 2 years, and former sporting director Fabio Paratici, now at Tottenham, received a 13-month ban. The punishment revolves around the coronavirus and player salaries. The authority responsible for regulating the Italian securities market discovered a number of Juve players had signed agreements to reduce their salaries to help the club through the difficult pandemic period. However, players were allegedly still given money under the table. That meant both the players and the team avoided paying tax on those amounts, while the club falsified their books. Given that Juventus are a publicly traded company with legal obligations to the stock market, this all could very well be classified as financial fraud once it makes its way through the Italian courts. Hopefully, a jury will be kinder than the football justices. Initially, a football prosecutor had suggested a 9-point deduction would suffice. The 15-point decision is a lasting blow to Italy's most successful club. Juventus has already announced they will appeal the decision of the sports governing board. The news of this point deduction has Juve fans in an uproar. With 20 games left to play this season, Juventus are now in 10th place, when formerly they were 3rd in Serie A. On Twitter, Italian Football News tweeted, "A large number of Juventus fans are halting their Sky and DAZN subscriptions in protest, which would cost broadcasters around 136 million euros if the number of cancellations reaches 500,000. A region of Puglia has had 13,000 cancellations in just 24 hours. For its part, the club is trying to move onward and upwards from the disruptions, announcing that it has appointed Francisco Calvo as the new chief football officer. The team is hoping the legal proceedings off the pitch won't impact their play on it. Juve's manager said before a recent game, he is convinced the players will do everything to get the most out of the situation. Juventus captain Leonardo Bonucci seems to be in the winning spirit. He wrote on Instagram, "Juventus is like a 7-headed dragon. You cut one head and another always pops up. She never gives up, and her strength is in this belief system." For a bit of background, Juventus Football Club is a professional soccer club based in Turin, Italy. The club was founded in 1897 and has competed in the top tier of Italian football, Serie A, for over a century. Juventus is one of the most successful clubs in Italian football history, having won 36 Serie A trophies. Recent success was in large part due to world-class football star Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo started playing football for Juventus Football Club in the 2018 to 2019 season. He was transferred from Real Madrid to Juventus on July 10, 2018, for a fee of around $117 million. He made his debut for the team on August 18th in a match against Chievo Verona. Ronaldo went on to play for Juventus for 3 seasons until the end of the 2020 to 2021 season, when he signed a 4-year contract with Manchester United. However, in another financial and legal twist, Ronaldo says he is still owed money by Juventus to the tune of £17 million. Reports of a leaked email between Juventus directors and the star forward suggest that the Italian club failed to pay Ronaldo the salary that was agreed upon during the coronavirus pandemic, potentially a salary that was also handed over under the table and off the books. Juventus is no stranger to scandal. Some may even say the recent drama around player salaries pales in comparison to the infamous 2006 Calciopoli saga that rocked Juve and other Italian clubs. It was like something out of a dramatic sports novel. An investigation determined Juventus's general manager, Luciano Moggi, as well as others in similar positions at AC Milan, Lazio, and Fiorentina, were effectively choosing which officials refereed their matches. This ensured the officials favoured their clubs and were able to postpone matches if they preferred a later date. All 4 clubs were eventually found guilty, but the repercussions were enormous. Each team saw points deducted. Those involved went on trial, and a huge number of fans walked away from the sport, losing faith that matches were fair. Juventus saw a total of 9 points deducted and a demotion to Serie B due to the 2006 scandal. Fast forward to 2021, and Juventus has also been in financial trouble. The club reported a €220 million loss for the 2021 to 2022 season, the largest amount ever recorded in Italian football. That led to the Union of European Football Associations fining Juventus and 7 other clubs for failing to comply with break-even requirements. Break-even requirements aim to ensure clubs don't spend more money than they earn. The rules are also referred to as Financial Fair Play, or FFP regulations. They aim to promote financial stability and sustainability in football clubs. The break-even requirement states clubs must not spend more than they generate through revenues, such as sales tickets, merchandise, and sponsorships. Clubs are required to submit financial information to governing bodies, which determine whether those clubs are in compliance with the break-even requirement. The main aim of these regulations is to prevent clubs from overspending and going into debt, which can lead to financial instability and even bankruptcy. It also aims to create a level playing field among clubs and promote fair competition. Clubs that fail to meet it may face penalties such as fines, point deductions, or even exclusion from European competitions. And that's likely the biggest concern for Juventus's legal teams today. Future tournaments are in jeopardy. Juve could qualify for Europe's top club competition through the Europa League, but are also potentially facing the threat of exclusion from European competitions if UEFA find Juve guilty in their ongoing investigations. Club lawyers have issued a strongly worded statement in their interim. They claim the sanctions constitute a clear disparity of treatment against Juventus and its managers compared to any other company or member. The Juve lawyers added, "We consider this to be a blatant injustice also for millions of fans, which we trust will soon be remedied in the next court." That's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our new content. See you next time.